Good morning, everybody. It's good to see you all. In the busyness of our wrapping up the fall term with classes and sports seasons and the play, wondering about college, and for most of us just waiting on the world to change, as John Mayer sings, it happens to be that we're also quietly and surely entering into a new season. And the days ahead are shaped by gratitude and thanksgiving. This morning, we draw our attention in closer together to gratitude, to recognizing all good gifts around us, great and small, that inspire and sustain us. It's so often the little things we take for granted, and also the small gestures of appreciation that we miss. As Mary Oliver urges in her poem sometimes, instructions for living a life: pay attention, be astonished, tell about it. This morning, we will tell some of our richest gifts for which we may be daily and deeply grateful. The ways we see and celebrate our places of the heart, the depth of our relationships, the opportunities we have that challenge and shape and change us, and all the little things and ways that, when we pay attention to them, may astonish us and move us in our lives to being even more thankful.
Morning, Pomfret. In my life these days, I am grateful for the people who support me, for my friends both at Pomfret and elsewhere, who all have a sixth sense knowing when to reach out to me. When I'm having a great day, they swap stories with me and are excited to hear all about what is going on in my life and in the classroom. When I'm having a tough go of it, they commiserate with me, offering words both of advice that validate me and put things into perspective. The one thing I love about my friends is that they genuinely get excited about whatever I'm into that month. Whether it's bowling, golf, teaching, or my ever-growing plant collection, they share in my excitement. I've always believed that I have a knack for finding good people and making friends who share my values. I felt incredibly lucky when I started working here, sensing immediately that the people who work with me are genuine and caring. So far, I have not been wrong. This includes not only the other teachers, but also the facilities crew and dining staff who take care of so much of my daily routine. They all consistently take time away from their work to talk and joke around with me. These are some of the small moments that I enjoy the most in my daily life. Like many of you, I can't talk about gratitude and being thankful without mentioning my family. My family has always been there for me, accepting me for both my flaws and my strengths. They truly see me for who I am, and rather than pushing me to change, just accept me. I'm thankful that my mom, when I mentioned I was hesitant to speak at chapel, reminded me that gratitude is simply a good life practice. I find it hard to believe that we ever grow to become wiser than our parents. If there is one thing I struggle to find the silver lining in, it is the cold. I really do not like it, to put it nicely. However, during these cold days, I am also reminded of all the basic things I tend to take for granted. Being able to go home to a warm apartment, having all my food made for me, my dishes washed for me, and the driveway shoveled in the winter. Unfortunately now, after a few years of this happening, I've begun to think about this less and less, treating it as an expectation rather than what it is, a privilege that most people cannot imagine. So while the cold and dark days of winter may pose a challenge, they now give me a great opportunity to reflect and appreciate the good things in my life.
When Giving is All We Have, by Alberto Rios. We give because somebody gave to us. We give because nobody gave to us. We give because giving has changed us. We give because giving could have changed us. We have been better for it, and we have been wounded by it. Giving has many faces. It's loud and quiet, big, though small, diamond in wood nails. Its story is old, the plot worn in the pages too, but we read this book anyway, over and again. Giving is first, and every time, hand to hand. Mine to yours, yours to mine. You gave me blue, and I gave you yellow. Together, we are simple green. What you did not have, you gave me what you did not have, and I gave you what I had to give. Together, we made something greater from the difference.
Good morning, everybody. Every Saturday evening that I'm not on dorm duty, I drive an hour and a half each way to my grandparents' house. I usually leave campus around 3 p.m. to make it to my favorite bakery before they sell out of bread at 4:30. So when I can't take you to Sweet Cheeks, the nail salon, or Target, this is why. When I arrive at my grandparents' house with my warm loaf of bread, I'm greeted by their dog, Zorro, and the smell of dinner being cooked by my aunt, Felicity. I kiss my grandparents on their cheeks, cut everyone a piece of bread, and settle into one of the chairs in the living room. My 90-year-old grandmother asks me what kind of bread we're having. It's almost always potato thyme fougasse. My 89-year-old grandfather asks me for the Pomfret gossip. Some of you have been mentioned. When my mom arrives with the salad, Zorro starts barking again, and my grandmother grins as he jumps into her arms. The ritual continues as we move to the table, where I make everyone a plate, my grandfather says, "God bless the cook," and we eat one of our family staple meals. My grandmother makes Zorro a plate and feeds him alongside the rest of the family. The consistency of Saturday night dinner is a part of my life that I truly cherish. The ritual of handing over slices of bread sparks conversation about family, friends, work, recipes we've been enjoying since we last saw each other, and which one of the girls' basketball players is currently injured. These dinners, around the same yellow tablecloth that my grandparents brought back from France 60 years ago, are simple and predictable. The predictability in this ritual for me is what matters. The predictability is how I know that when these dinners end, I'll remember every detail. I will always remember the twinkle in my grandfather's eyes when I called Zorro chubby. My grandmother was horrified. The simplicity in family dinner is how I know I will know my grandparents for the rest of my life. This is the season of giving thanks, but for me, I'm always thankful for family dinners and the rituals that come along with them.
Mrs. Browne and I first encountered the song North by Sleeping at Last when we were asked to perform it in chapel 10 years ago. And ever since then, the song has had a hold on us for what it has to say about places of the heart. For both of us, Pomfret is one of those places. And this song speaks to what it means to appreciate the places we plant our hearts and make our homes in time.
which our roots may grow. Though the storms will push and pull, we will call this place our home. We'll tell our stories on these walls. Every year measure how tall, and just like a work of art, we'll tell our stories on these walls. Let the ears we're here be kind, be kind. Let our hearts like doors open wide, open wide. Settle our bones like wood over time, over time. Give us bread, give us salt, give us wine. A little broken, a little new. We are the impact and the glue, capable of more than we know. We'll call this fixer-upper home. With each year our color fades. Slowly our paint chips away. But we will find the strength and the nerve it takes to repaint and repaint and repaint every day. Let the ears we're here be kind, be kind. Let our hearts like doors open wide, open wide. Settle our bones like wood over time, over time. Give us bread, give us salt, give us wine. Let the ears we're here be kind, be kind. Let our hearts like doors open wide, open wide. Settle our bones like wood over time, over time. Give us bread, give us salt, give us wine. Give us bread, give us salt, give us wine. Smaller than dust on this map lies the greatest thing we have. The dirt in which our roots may grow, and the right to call it home.
The sentence, "I am grateful for," takes on an entirely different meaning after hearing the words, "You have cancer." If I was asked 13 months ago to express my gratitude for life and the things in it, my answer would be different than today. It's very superficial and cliche, only skimming the surface. In elementary school, when we would make a hand turkey and fill details with what we're thankful for, most of us wrote family. As vague and typical as that answer is, I would write the same thing today, but that again would just be skimming the surface. I hold the most gratitude for my family. I'm grateful to my parents for driving me to and from all of my appointments and treatments. I'm grateful to my brothers for their emotional and financial support. I'm grateful to my husband for being by my side in sickness and in health, while playing the role of both mom and dad last year. I'm grateful for my kids. It is the greatest joy in the world to be a mother, and I'm not only thankful to be one, but I'm fortunate to be their mother. During this time, when people start to reflect and say what they're grateful or thankful for, it can be the typical health, wealth, and happiness. But what we don't realize is that we may take for granted what some people may wish for. Grateful doesn't even come close to the word I would use to describe how I feel about my life currently. I am grateful, extremely grateful, for my life and all the little things that fill my cup. I am grateful God decided to put this burden upon me to go through and not my kids. I am grateful for my treatment, but I'm also grateful that it's over. I'm grateful that I inherited my dad's the glass is half full mentality on life. I'm grateful for my appetite in being able to taste all of the holiday foods this year. I'm grateful for headbands and hats made by friends to hide my mullet. I'm grateful that eyebrows and hair grow back. I'm grateful for cozy blankets that make you think of those who gifted them to you. And I'm grateful for elementary school friends who don't ask what they can do, they just show up with a home-cooked meal. I'm grateful for a sunny drive on back roads listening to 90s country music. I'm grateful for a good book recommendation and an afternoon spent reading in the sun. I'm grateful for visiting a used bookstore with my high school bestie. I'm grateful for drinking coffee out of my favorite mug. And I'm grateful for learning it is okay to say no. There's the saying, make plans to hear God laugh, or at least I think there is. Maybe I made it up. Maybe it's a song lyric. But this year has taught me that it is okay if life doesn't go as you had planned it or imagined it. It is okay to cry when things get tough, and hard things do not last forever. It is okay to slow down. I used to stress over the little things, but some of the best things in life come from letting go. It is okay to lose things, lose parts of you. This is how we grow and how we end up seeing what is most important. Cancer has changed so many of the little things I once took for granted, but it has also taught me gratitude in the moments that I used to rush through. There's so much power in believing that everything will work out, even when you don't know when or how.
The feel of a much-needed hug in a moment of sorrow. An unexpected helping hand from the stranger. The curl of the tiniest of fingers wrapped trustingly around your own. A gentle breeze on the cusp of autumn, and the way a leaf flies against it. How the moon fills the sky and lights a child's face when she sees it. The way giggles sound sweeter when hurled against the din of a tide rising at their feet. The arms carrying the wounded, and the hearts carrying their prayers. The church bell in the distance, and the train whistle calling memory home. All the tender places we land in our journeys, glances that smile, whispers that remind you, touches that feather sweetness, compassion and care. These moments when life unfurls sorrows, yields weariness, beckons the best of us, burrows to the core. Sways in endless fields of blossoms. You are the wind, the leaf, the tree. You are the blessed setting sun, ablaze in fiery colors. You are the hum of home and the traveler. You are the dying and the giver of life. You are the sun and the moon and the stars. You are the promise that moves mountains. You are all that is good and loving and kind. You are life and life everlasting. I am you and you are me. We are one unto each other. We are the thing unto itself.
Following the words of benediction, I am with intense gratitude going to invite and ask our speakers this morning, our readers, our singers, musicians, as many as will and can, to lead us out this morning, and we can gather and share some more gratitude on the terrace when chapel is done. I hope this morning will lift our hearts, lift our spirits, open our eyes a little bit wider, and most importantly, move us in ways that we can be moved to express our gratitude in the here and in the now for all of the people and the places in our lives, the experiences we have that make us who we are and make this so real and so wonderful. I'm extremely grateful for this community, and never more, than moments like now. So thank you. And now I want to offer these familiar words of benediction as we prepare to leave this time and place and go out into our busy lives. And until we return again in a new term and a new season, carry these words with you as you go. Dear friends, we know that life is short, and we do not have much time to gladden the hearts of those who travel with us. So be swift to love and make haste to be kind. Let it be.